What up, man? It's your boy Pujo, Urban Syndicate Armory, slapping the fat off the back of your neck since 1995. Yes, sir. Today, we got something really special, man. We got a Zastava M92 ZPAP. It is an AK-47. Give you a little history on AK-47. It's an Aftermath Kalashnikov 47. Is the name, hence the AK abbreviation. 47 will be the year that the AK was, the design was finished, finalized, was 1947. It was developed in Soviet Union by a country that's kind of kicking up a little noise right now, you know what I'm saying? But we have a Zastava. It's from Serbian Arms Zastava is a company. I think they moved to the US recently to provide us with these firearms. And I mean, hey man, you can't beat them. So this is our Zastava custom, Zastava M92 ZPAP. Check it out. Yeah. Let's get a good look at it. Now, it looks loaded, but it's not. Let's take that beautiful magazine out of there. All right, we clear. Put that back in. Want to keep that looking like that. So, this is a Zastava M92 ZPAP. They have different variations of this firearm also. They have a M85, which is I think it may be a longer version of this. I think it may shoot 5.56 223s. This is not a Draco. It's not Century Arms. It has a butt stock on it, which is actually a brace. It's not a butt stock. For all the ATF guys, that is a triangle brace, okay? So yeah, beautiful firearm, man. I love this thing. The reason this was purchased was for, you know, you're out hunting, camping, you gotta take down some bears, you gotta take down some wolves, you gotta take down some goons kicking in your door. That's kind of why this was purchased, for stuff like that. You know, in owning firearms, I was told that you should have a firearm, as in a pistol, handgun. You should have a shotgun for home defense, and you should have a rifle for hunting, right? So I already had everything covered. This time, we wanted us some firepower. We wanted us some 7.62 firepower. The reason I also went with the 7.62 round was because the price, man. You can't beat box of 20 rifle rounds for $10. You know what I'm saying? 223s, 5.56s go for a lot more. Any other rifle round is gonna cost you more than the 7.62. That's why a lot of people are trying to get a 7.62 format in the ARs. You're trying to, you know, switch it up. Everybody want to shoot 7.62s. You got Galils, you got the KS-47. have a lot of different kinds. You got Brens, I think they got Brens, CZ Brens in 7.62s. I wanted to go with a straight up AK with a good reputation, reputable company, Zastava Arms. You know, I've had this thing and we haven't had a hiccup. We haven't had a stovepipe or failure to feed. No issues out of this firearm. Absolutely none. It's beautiful. It feels good in your hand. I know it's a lot of AR guys out there. It's a lot of ARs. That's an American rifle. You know, that's an American rifle, an AR. You know, it's easy to put together. It's easy to customize. You can take stuff off of one AR, put it on the other, and you can go, you know. And someone told me once, they said ARs are built, AKs are born. I didn't understand that until I actually got one for myself and I understood why they say that. This thing is well put together and it feels good in your hand, feels good to shoot. So hey, let's talk about what we did to this. Going from the front, I got a Crank 4-piece muzzle brake on there. That is a Crank 4-piece muzzle. You can take that off and it comes off and it breaks down into 4 different pieces. This mitigates recoil, blast concussion, all that good stuff. And I mean, you actually, when you put this on the firearm, you feel the difference. You feel that recoil not kicking as much. The blast isn't insane. No big, huge fireballs. It tones the gun down a lot. And it also looks good. It also looks good. I seen it on the actual crank off AK-47 and it was stuck in my head. I was like, yo, we need to put a crank on there, and we did that. Beautiful thing about AKs are, you know, you don't have too much. You can just depress this little button here, depress that button, and you can left hand screw this muzzle brake right on off. You don't need any tools, anything. Hit that little button, press it down. You can left hand twist, turn this right off, take it off, put you another one on. I had a booster on here, which I think boosters are more Serbian. AKs are boosters. It's supposed to help with the gas and the cycling of the firearm, which I've never had an issue with this fire. I've taken that brake off of here and it shot no problem. So yeah, that's the 4-piece crank add-on to the muzzle device there. Going back, I had wood. It was wood on here. This is actually wood. There's a wood piece that was on the bottom that I exchanged out. I put on a Midwestern handguard here so I can be able to add some attachments to it, which I added a Fab Defense rubberized pointer grip on there with the thumb rest. You see? Has a thumb rest on there. So it actually, you holding this like this. It's being held like that. Like a couch, man. It's like a couch. I put these on most of my firearms because, I mean, it's just like, it's almost better than a vertical foregrip or anything like that. This, you can hold this. I can hold this with one hand, manipulate it how I need to. It ain't coming out of my hand. You know, that's beautiful. Pointer grip, Fab Defense, rubberized pointer grip with the thumb rest there. All right. Also added a ProTac light on there. I didn't need a laser or anything. This thing is sighted in beautifully. Have no problem with aiming, hitting my target with this. Nice groupings. I know a lot of people say, you know, AKs are very inaccurate. I haven't had that issue. I'm sure they are without a buttstock if you're shooting a Draco, but for real shooters, these do just fine, you know? So, yes, added that light. It's pretty bright. I mean, probably about 1,000 lumens. Pretty bright, good. Going back, I added this Texas weapon system, full-length dog leg rail here to add various optics on here. If I wanted to put a magnifier, a bigger optic, whatever on it, this dog leg handguard, dust cover will be able to, you know, it suffices for everything. Anything you need to put on here is really good. I also put a Vortex Venom on there. This is a very good optic. I haven't had one issue with it. On the inside, these are very easy to break down. You know, you got a button there, dust cover comes off, your spring comes out. This is an enhanced spring, because you get some springs that come in and they have dead springs on the end there. They'll have about 3 or 4 dead springs on the end, and that causes, because this shoots and this gas pushes this back, that causes your bolt to smash into the rear trunnion a lot. I hear people have issues with their trunnion pins, the back pins for your safety and your trigger and all this stuff starting to walk themselves out shooting these AKs, but I haven't had an issue with that. I put this spring in there, reduces about 25% recoil, and I think that's substantial, you know what I mean? That's substantial, 25%, you know, you're saving your gun. That's what you want to do. If you put money into your guns, put money into the longevity of your gun. And then, so yeah, you got the spring here, then you got the bolt there. The bolt is huge. It's not an AR bolt, it's an AK bolt. And these things are very simple to pull them apart, put them back together. Also, one issue I had seen with some of these, the first gen Zastava M92s, where they had a paper clip type of, I guess, a clip that goes in here to hold your trigger in, to hold your safety and all that type of stuff. It was a little paper clip in there. But this version came with actually a Krebs. I can't get in there. Let me see if you can see that. I don't know if you can see that in there. See it? It's a Krebs little clip here in there that is holding this all together. And I mean, it's really good. It's just one piece. It's not flimsy. It holds it in there properly, perfect. No issue with none of that. I haven't had an issue with that, not one time. So thank you, Zastava, for that. Close this up. I added also this, it's like an enhanced mag release, because the mag release that's on here is pretty puny. So it's a little bit, it's just kind of small. It's kind of hard to get your finger on it and do it. You know, you gotta make a fast mag reload or whatever. It's gonna give you a little issue because it's kind of small. So I added this, so, you know, you can do it one finger, boom. You know, however you need to do it. Yeah, got a bigger little lip there for you to be able to get a good purchase on that and rip that mag out if you need to. Yeah, that's a very good addition. I like that. I like that a lot. Going back, I put an Alg trigger in here. I think everyone needs to put an Alg trigger. I ain't gonna tell you what to do with your firearm, but me personally, you know, hey, let me get that trigger. Let me get that trigger. This is an Alg trigger, man. Really nice trigger. It reduces the trigger pull weight. I'm not sure about how much or whatever, but it's a really light trigger after you put that in. I mean, it makes it super fun. Bump fire fest with this Alg trigger in it. I also put a Alg Rubberized Grip. Y'all knew that was coming. Alg Rubberized Grip. Got to fondle that because it feels good. Good texture. Rubberized. This ain't coming out of your hand. You get the sweating. The heat is on. You ain't got to worry about these coming out your hand because you're going to have a good grip here and a good grip here. Okay? Alg Rubberized AK grip on there. This took me a while to get. This is a bone steel triangle brace for AK. Folding triangle brace. So, folds up really good. You don't have to worry about it unlocking. It's not locked into place, but it locks in really good, but it's not locked into place. It folds really good and it stays where it's supposed to be. Yeah, good look at that. Fold it. You know, it took me a while because I didn't want that SBA triangle brace. It's plastic. It wobbles. It's kind of flimsy. I wanted something sturdy that was gonna match the aesthetic of this firearm. So we decided to go with bone steel triangle folding brace. Thank you, Bone Steel. We got it in, put it on. I mean, and it added to the way that this gun looks. And I wanted it to look this particular way. So through conversations, through us talking, going back and forth, this is how it came out, okay? We also did a Cerakote. This is Cerakoted, this isn't painted. This is paint that's baked into your firearm. If I was to scratch this, it's not gonna come off. And shout out to Aim True LLC, my guy there. We're gonna have a lot of different firearms you're gonna see on this channel come from him. Cerakoting them. He does a beautiful job. I mean, you give it to him, he's gonna get it done. He's a visionary. He's able to see your vision and put it down for you. My idea with this was, once I put this magazine in there, it kind of put it all together. I wanted the front to look kind of like a bullet. I wanted the front to be bronze like a bullet to match the 7.62 round that's coming out of it. So when I put the mag in, you know, it all come together. Got the gloss black here, you know, you got the matte gray with this beautiful skeletonized magazine, 7.62, that's about 30 rounds. Yeah, it's about 30 rounds in there. 7.62, the cheap guys. All right, hey man, we have a good time with this firearm. We take it out, we have fun. Haven't had any issues, like I said, with it. I don't even know what to say bad about this. It's one of my favorite firearms to shoot when we on the range. It's a conversation starter. People see it. AKs are like, you know, the distant cousin that you don't like, but you actually like him. He cool though. He just kind of ugly, but he cool. But he kind of ugly, but he cool. You know, that cousin. That's what an AK is. Reliable cousin. He gonna come when you need him. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. This is the Zastava AK, M92 ZPAP. And I mean, hey man, if you're interested in something like this, if this is something that sparks your interest, if you see something on here that you got a question about, get down in the comments. If you guys got anything like this, get down in the comment section, let us know. And I also want to say thank you to all the new subscribers, all the guys that have subscribed. Thank you. You guys are very essential to what we're doing. If it wasn't for you guys, we'd just be talking into a black hole, you know. Thanks, you guys. Appreciate all the comments. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Our Instagram is jumping. Get over there, check us out. Check out the pictures. Check out the shorts, the stories, all that good stuff. Comment, share, like the channel. Do all that, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bullets and Beards, man, for the hoodie, man. I appreciate that, brother. I've been wanting one of these for a minute. You know, now I'm in the gang. Gang, gang. Bullets and Beards, gang, gang. Even though my beard is I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'll be Bullets and Beard gang ASAP. But yeah, man, one more look at that Zastava M92. Beautiful. Damn it. Thanks a lot, y'all. Holla at your boy, man.
Big Cindy.